We're excited to share with you our plans for the start of the second semester. Over the past 8 months, we've worked diligently to make sure that we are taking care of, first and foremost, the safety and health of our school community. Secondly, making sure that we're providing our students the best in Holy Cross education. And third, also preparing for the future, which has helped put us in a position where we have continued to reevaluate our practices and policies on campus throughout our phased reopening this fall to ensure that our students, educators, and families remain safe this January. Our goal for this video is to share with students, educators, and families what you can expect when you come on campus in January, to make sure that you feel safe and comfortable on campus, and also so that we can partner to effectively keep our community safe during these challenging times. Our website is also a great resource. We are constantly updating with new information about our policies, practices, and restrictions, and we encourage you to check the website frequently for the most up-to-date information.
In addition to working closely with county officials and health experts, we have also leveraged survey data from our parents, our educators, and our students, as well as work closely with schools throughout the country to ensure that our hybrid model provides the best possible educational experience for our students. Since this summer, we have continued to phase our reopening, allowing meetings, classes, and athletic groups to meet on campus to allow us to prepare for a more full reopening in the spring. The updates to our campus, policies, and procedures that we will be sharing with you today help to highlight what we have learned over the course of the past several months to ensure that our reopening in the spring is as safe as possible.
Before coming to campus each day, students will need to complete the health screening survey from WorkWatch and use the QR code from their completed survey to check in at the designated stations on campus. Just a reminder that students and educators must wear masks at all times on campus, whether inside or outside, as well as maintaining at least 6 feet of distance between one another. A reminder that students will not have access to lockers and will not be allowed into classroom buildings between classes apart from walking to and from their classes. Additionally, when students arrive on campus, they will be directed to covered outdoor spaces in the quad when they arrive to school and must maintain 6 feet of distance with a mask on at all times. When you come back on campus, you'll notice a lot of changes that will help keep all of us safe. There are hand sanitizing stations throughout the campus, signage on every entrance to every building, spacing stickers on the ground, and directional arrows throughout campus. We remind you and ask you to please follow all the directional signage on our campus. Over the past year, we have invested in our cleaning processes and supplies, making sure that every single space on campus is cleaned thoroughly every single day. Additionally, every single space on campus has additional cleaning supplies which are going to be used in between each group visiting a space. We also have invested in air filtration, making sure that we not only are incorporating outside air into every single indoor space on campus, but also upgrading our filtration system in all of our systems. Throughout our phase reopening, we have reimagined spaces on campus. We've added 12 new portable classrooms on campus. We've also removed furniture from many of our classrooms and gathering spaces to help all of our students and educators remain spaced appropriately. We've added turf to the quad. We have purchased large tents and additional furniture so that some classes, activities, and gatherings can take place outside. We've also invested in our technology infrastructure to increase network access for all devices in the quad and in other outdoor spaces.
The hybrid schedule provides students with 2 days of in-person instruction and 2 days of Zoom instruction off campus. When students are in class, all desks will be spaced a minimum of 6 feet apart, with desks facing in the same direction. Students will maintain this distance with masks on throughout the school day, both in the classroom and when moving through campus outdoors. On the days students are assigned to be at home, they will log into their class Zoom link and follow along with instruction from home. Students will complete a combination of synchronous and asynchronous assignments throughout the week, with the opportunity to get additional support from teachers and catch up on work during our Wednesday Flex Day. Teachers will take attendance at the start of each period, both in person and virtually, and students are expected to be present for class whether at home or on campus. Our educators have done a phenomenal job of adapting curriculum to a variety of settings already this year and continue to work hard to provide engaging content despite the many challenges of both a virtual and hybrid format. Some classes will maintain the same lesson for all students regardless of whether at home or in person, while others might provide a different assignment or task for students in the virtual environment. This flexibility allows our educators to maximize the effectiveness of their individual learning environments and ensures students will have the best educational experience across all disciplines. County officials have expressed that lunch times can often be the most challenging, as masks must necessarily come off to consume food. We are providing a number of mitigation strategies to ensure we can conduct lunches safely and effectively, and of course we'll need help and support from our students to ensure these safety requirements are followed. We will provide grab-and-go lunches available for purchase at 5 different points of sale throughout campus for students who wish to purchase food at school. We strongly encourage students to bring their own food from home to avoid mixing and extended lines during lunch. Students will eat lunch outdoors at a minimum of 6 feet away from one another and must keep their masks on at all times during the lunch period when not consuming food. We will have these spaces marked and have added a significant amount of covered spaces in the event of inclement weather. We expect updated guidelines in the coming weeks from the state as well as county regarding guidelines for athletics and co-curricular activities. We will continue to work with the county to safely and creatively support the needs of our students both inside and out of the classroom, and we'll share more updates as they become available.
Arrival on campus. Students will complete their WorkWatch survey daily and will scan their QR code when they arrive at a designated kiosk. Students may use their phones, iPads, or printed paper to present the QR code. There will be iPads to check students in at the following locations: the ticket purchasing window in the PAC, 4 stations at the front entrance of the 100 building, the Walk of Fame in Burns Pavilion, the Sobrato Commons, and 2 stations at the 600 parking lot archway. Freshmen and sophomores should arrive between 7:15 and 7:45 a.m., and juniors and seniors should arrive between 7:45 to 8:15 a.m. Students who have their first class in the 400, 500, and 600 buildings should be dropped off in the 600 lot, and students who have their first class in the 100, 200, and 300 buildings should be dropped off in front of the school. Students will move to a designated section of the quad, divided by grade level following check-in. In order to maintain appropriate distancing, we will have clearly marked areas for students to stand 6 feet apart from one another. Traffic flow on campus. Arrow markers highlight the traffic flow in each building. Even-numbered classrooms will be dismissed 5 minutes early on Mondays and Fridays, and odd-numbered classrooms will leave at the bell on those days. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, odd-numbered classrooms will be dismissed 5 minutes early, with even-numbered classrooms leaving at the bell. There will be visuals posted for our students and educators to refer to, and we will continue to reinforce the daily rotation for students each day. 100 building. Students who have class in rooms 101, 102, and 106 will enter and exit from the 300 parking lot side. Students who have class in rooms 103, 107, and 108 will enter and exit from the quad entrance or the middle doors, and students who have class in rooms 109, 110, and 111 will enter and exit from the 200 patio side door. 200 building. Students who have class in rooms 201, 203, 205, and 207 will enter and exit those classrooms directly from the quad doors. Students who have class in rooms 200, 202, 204, and 206 will enter the building through the Sobrato Common patio doors and will exit out the back doors of the classroom facing Andre House. 300 building. Students who have class in rooms 300, 301, 302, and 303 will enter and exit the building from the 300 parking lot side. Students who have class in rooms 304, 305, and 307 will enter and exit through the middle entrance from the quad. Students who have class in room 309, 311, and 313 will enter and exit at the rear entrance by the boys' restroom. 400, 500 building. Students who have class in room 401 will enter and exit as they normally would. Students with class in 402 and 403 will enter and exit from the rear ramp near the track. Students who have class in rooms 421, 422, 423, 521, and 522 will enter from the stairs on the front side of the 500 building or stairwell 1. Students who have class in rooms 523, 524, 525, 526, and 527 will enter and exit from the rear steps by room 507 or stairwell 2. 600 building. Students who have class in rooms 623, 624, 625, and 626 will enter and exit from the 600 stairwell by the elevator, or stairwell 3, and students who have class in rooms 619, 620, 621, and 622 will enter and exit the rear stairwell near room 601 or stairwell 4. Isolation rooms. The isolation room will be housed in the Dean of Faculty's former office. This is to have a secure space on campus for an individual to use while being isolated in the event of showing symptoms while on campus. Lunch service. Lunch will be served from 5 points of sale at the following locations, which will be assigned by grade level and located next to each grade level assigned area in the quad. The patio steps of the Malcolm Center will have 2 points of sale: the snack window of Malcolm, the patio steps of Sobrato, and the Walk of Fame. The menu will be limited to 1 to 2 options daily, including vegetarian. The menu will be posted to families weekly and all transactions will be touchless. Outdoor seating. When the current construction is done, outdoor seating arrangements will be adjusted to accommodate social distancing. We will have tents with round tables that can seat 2 persons per table. We will also use our existing lunch tables for seating as well as outdoor covered spaces. Lunch prefects will help supervise lunch in the quad and around campus. There will be at least 7 adults, including the deans, responsible for supervision. We will also have assigned supervision in the quad before and after school. Students not seated at a table should sit on a designated marker in the quad to ensure proper distancing at lunch.
As we move into yet another phase of this different and very unprecedented year, we are reminded time and again of the strength of our Lancer family. We know there is nothing we cannot accomplish or overcome if we do it together.